Hey, konnichiwa minasan, it's Gray from Makazashi's Tea House over in Japan. How are you doing? You good? You genki? I'm good, thanks. Okay, I've got another review this week. It's my third one this week. I'm going for it. Amazing Spider-Man issue 12, which came out yesterday, Wednesday, 26th of October. Is that right? Okay, this is priced $3.99. It's still written by Zeb Wells, and it's got art this time by John Romita Jr. It's a good issue. It's good art by him on this. I've got to say that right from the start. So the question is this issue any good? And is it worth buying? Well, as you know, I'm being quite positive to this Spidey run from the start, even though there have been some very strange issues. And we've got the mystery box storyline from Zeb Wells hinting at something terrible that happened. Forget about that. You're not going to find out about that yet. We've also got the Mary Jane storyline like hanging in the air. You're still not going to find out about that in this. But if you want a good, solid issue where you've got Spider-Man fighting Hobgoblin, then this is what you want to read. To me, this is much better than last issue. I was a bit disappointed with that. This one is a very good issue. It's exciting, as I say, full of action. You get some nice character moments with, believe it or not, Norman Osborne and Betty, Ned Leeds' wife, Betty. And Ned Leeds comes back into it. Yeah, a few twists as well, a few twists and turns, which I wasn't expecting. But I would recommend it. I'd go out and get this if you're interested in Spider-Man. Now, I know a lot of fans out there are not happy with this run and they can't get past the fact that Zeb Wells is kind of driving us all crazy by, keeping us on tenterhooks and just doing one mystery box and one lens flare after another. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let me show you some of the art from inside. Look at this. John Romita Jr. does a great job in here. There's some lovely panel breakdowns, some great perspectives, some great close-ups. Action's always dynamic. Spidey looks good, apart from that ridiculous costume. And he's on a glider. A Spidey glider. What is going on? Oh, don't get me started. But Hobgoblin looking good too. Yeah, so as I say, I want to keep this short and brief. I'm going to go through some of the story. I'm not going to show the ending, don't worry. I'm not going to spoil it. But if you want to know what happens for the first half of the issue, you want to see some of the art, please keep watching because we're going to break it down. Here we go. This issue opens with the aftermath of the Hobgoblin crashing a secret meeting which was being held by Norman Osborne and Roderick Kingsley. We got a survivor. Another one. Oh my god, that's Norman Osborne. Norman tries to warn them about the other man, saying he's dangerous. He's talking about Kingsley. They take Norman into the ambulance. He's quite badly injured. Kingsley, though, seems okay. Wake me up when we get to the hospital. You're a liar. Peter goes to visit Norman in hospital. Norman had told him a different date for the meeting because he thought he could handle it by himself. Did the Hobgoblin do this? Asked Peter. Norman says it was him, but it couldn't have been Kingsley, the original Hobgoblin, because he was there and he was attacked as well. Norman tells Peter that he didn't put up much of a fight because he's worried the aggression might lead to him. He's talking about the Goblin. Peter tells Norman he'll go and investigate it. He's worried it might be Ned Leeds. Then we hear Norman telling Peter he can trust him. I don't know about you, but alarm bells are ringing for me. Peter reminds him that he just lied. He's not going to trust him yet, but he hints at starting to try to trust him. I don't know, it's very strange. Peter goes to visit Betty, asking about Ned. He wants to talk to him. She tells him he's not here. He's been working hard on the Kingsley story. Then she goes quiet. Betty? She starts talking about being worried that Norman Osborn is after the baby, their baby called Winston. Something about goblin serum in his blood. And then she confesses to Peter, he's wearing it again. Where is he, Betty? Okay, just let me pause here for a minute to say, this looks completely wrong. It's just off. Not only is Spidey wearing the weird goblin tech suit, but he's riding a glider. A Spidey glider. Is it just me? No, it's wrong. This is wrong. Anyway, he's off to find where Ned is. Peter tracks Ned down to what looks like an abandoned warehouse where Ned is working on the story, trying to get Kingsley and Osborne, find out what they're doing together. He believes they're working together. Then he talks about a machine. What machine? Asks Peter. Oh no, the Winkler device. Now I'm not sure what this is, but there's a reference to Hobgoblin Lives. Peter warns Ned that the machine's making him think he's Hobgoblin. Ned says, if I'm the Hobgoblin, who's he? Boom! Spidey gets hit from behind by the Hobgoblin, smashes into his back. "You're not a spider, you're a worm on a hook," says the Hobgoblin. They crash out of the building. He takes him high up into the air and drops him. As Spidey thinks about trying to web on something, the glider comes out of nowhere and catches him. Hobgoblin can't believe it. "Is this a joke?" Then we get Spidey and Hobgoblin standing off in the sky, both on their gliders. "What's this? You think you can take a run at me?" As Spidey shoots past him, he throws something at the Hobgoblin. "Non-lethal deterrent, what's this?" They start to burn his mask, and Spidey grabs him and throws him into a water tower. How does it feel to hide a man from his sins? "Shut up," says Peter. "Who are you? Answer me." Who could it be? Who do you think it is? Okay, I'm going to end my short story summary here. Well, there we go. Okay, I want to show just one of the variant covers. I think there's only 3, but this is the Miracle Man variant by Gabriele Dell'Otto. I like this because of the black Spider-Man suit there, the Venom suit, looking very cool. And we've got a preview of next issue's cover, which shows more Hobgoblin action. And who's that in Spidey's arms? Is that Norman Osborn? Okay, as always, thanks so much for watching. This is Gray from Makazashi's Tea House. Hoping you'll leave a comment and let me know what you think of this issue and the run so far. And hoping to see you in a future video. Matane! Makazashi's Tea House. Please subscribe.